Alright, how's it? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of Showtime Spotlight Sneaker Story Series, and we're gonna talk about the Reebok questions, the Iversons, the blue toes, the pearlized blue toes, or what we called it growing up, the crossovers. You know, but it's still known till today. The shoe that Iverson crossed over Jordan. So let's turn off this light and get the spotlight review on. Alright, now that the light's off and the spotlight's on, let's talk about this shoe. The Iverson Question Mid, the blue toe. Bam. Here it is. Or how I remember these shoes, or what I call these shoes, the crossover. This is the shoe he crossed over Michael Jordan with. His rookie year out of all years. It was his third time playing the Bulls, playing Michael Jordan. You know, some people think it was his first time, but it was actually his third meeting back in '97. I think he played 2 games in '96. And it was just like, you know, it was just, you know, you're playing the greatest player of all time at the time. And, I mean, some people argue about to this day. I mean, you know, we can argue all night about it. But, I mean, to me, he's the greatest. I mean, I love LeBron, don't get me wrong. But, you know, imagine, like, you know, Michael Jordan was Iverson's favorite player. That was his hero, you know. Like, I read stories of him going up to the TV and just, like, watching his games and, you know, crying after he would lose, you know, and then get beat up by the Knicks, my Knicks, you know. So it's like, it's just crazy. Like, imagine, you know, you get that chance to, you know, to show up your hero, you know, your favorite player, who happens to be the greatest player in the league at the time, you know. Like, man, that's why it meant so much, you know. Like, people, oh, he crossed over Jordan. I'm sure he's got crossed over before, but I don't know if he has or not. It just doesn't mean as much as when Iverson did it, you know. The rookie did it, you know, and it's just the smallest guy coming into the league almost, you know, just, you know, cross over the greatest player, and it's just in these shoes, you know. It's just, you know, I remember when Iverson came into the league, you know, I was in high school at that time, and it was like, you know, I remember him from Georgetown, and, you know, it was just kind of like, you know, the question was his size, you know, was he going to be that good? And, you know, he went #1 overall. I mean, he had all the talent, but it was just like, you know, everybody was still questioning his size. And then I think that game, that crossover, I think sealed him, you know. I mean, he was still putting up numbers and still playing good games, but that crossover, man, they were constantly playing on Sports Center. I remember that we were talking about it in school, and just from that point on, I see more people, you know, wearing Iverson jerseys. I think that definitely started it. It was this shoe, and, you know, from there on, and there, you know, just the blue toe, what it's supposed to be, was just known as the crossover. Just the memories of the shoe, and man, I'm so happy to have this in my collection. And this is definitely one of my favorites of all time, right here. Definitely my top 3 shoe silhouette. I mean, it's comfortable. I mean, it looks good too. You know, that honeycomb design, that icy blue on the bottom. You know, the one thing about the Iversons, the questions, they actually, the blue holds up. I mean, I don't know what material they use for it, but, you know, I don't know why the foam posits or, you know, the Jordan 5s can't hold up like this blue, you know? Man, but yeah, the crossover, I mean, here's the video of it. You know, of course, I'm talking about it, so of course I got to show the video. So here's the video of Iverson crossing over Jordan right here.
As a kid, Allen had bragged to his coach about taking MJ. And now, he'd finally get his chance.
When I grabbed the ball, I heard Phil Jackson yell, "Michael."
Michael. Iverson has Jordan. The crowd is into it.
And I gave him a little cross to see would he bite on it. I let him set his feet, and then I stepped it back again.
Allen shakes free, gets 2! Mike said no. Allen said yes. The bucket, the crowd loves it.
Alright, now that the light's on, let's get into this detailed review. Bam! Here it is. The Reebok Question Iverson Pearlized Blue Toe. Let's see right there by that blue. It's right in the toe cap. I have worn these, but still icy blue. For some reason the Reebok sole stays blue the longest. I don't know what kind of difference they use. I mean, but even the newer Nikes, like, it just seems like these ones last longer. So you can see you got the Reebok on the bottom right there, the logo, and then one of my favorite parts on the shoe. I like how shoes put the number on the back or on the side of it, but as you can see, you got the number 3 for Allen Iverson. You got the The question logo right here on the back as well. Reebok logo on the tongue. Some nice leather, as you can see. You got the honeycomb on the outsole. The honeycomb design. It was the hexalite, is what they say. But yeah, it's a cool looking shoe. Back at the bottom again. With the honeycomb again right there. Alright, back to that number 3. I like how they put the red right around the 3. Definitely makes it pop. With the white inside and then the blue on the outside. It's one of the best parts about this shoe. Alright, look at it. Alright, now it's time for on foot.
You put your pots up in a zinc and turn on the cool water, stand back and let it steam. See the mate has one for late, but that's just how it's up to be. So you see, said I've been away, but she's missing me dearly. She said she like how I deliver. Then she said when I'm not there, she can't see too clearly. I'm a one of a kind type. Da-da-da. I've been watching you a long time. Never seen a beautiful thing like you. I can see it in your eyes. No one could do you the way that I do. Tell me, she hotter than the fire, she be burning up. Others they can try, but she cannot be touched. She be on my mind all the time. I know she not the one mankind. No. She hotter than the fire, she be burning up. Others they can try, but she cannot be touched. She be on my mind all the time. I know she not the one mankind. Now I'm back, she seemed happy. She says nobody does the job like me. No. Say my voice is her remedy, and for me nobody does it